Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old Quarter Dollar, USA, United States. Today, we're exploring two amazing US coins with rich history and unique designs. These coins are not just money. They are pieces of American heritage and collector treasures. Top 1. The United States of America Half Dollar 1776 to 1976 D Mint mark, often called the Bicentennial Kennedy Half Dollar, is one of the most historically meaningful modern coins ever issued by the United States Mint. This special coin was created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence, marking the historic moment of the American Declaration of Independence. Unlike regular half dollars, this coin carries a dual date, 1776 to 1976, instead of a single year, symbolizing 2 centuries of the nation's journey. It was minted in several locations, including Denver, which is indicated by the D Mint mark on your coin. The Denver Mint produced millions of these coins for circulation, making them widely available, yet still highly collectible due to their patriotic design and commemorative significance. The obverse front of the coin features the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. Kennedy's image has appeared on the half dollar since 1964, shortly after his assassination, making the coin both a tribute and a symbol of American memory. Around his portrait, you will see the inscriptions Liberty at the top, In God We Trust below his neck, and the dual date, 1776 to 1976 at the bottom. The presence of the D Mint mark just below Kennedy's profile indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin-producing branches in the United States. The reverse, back, of this bicentennial half dollar is what truly sets it apart from regular issues. Instead of the standard presidential seal design, it features Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the very building where both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were debated and adopted. This iconic design was created by Seth G. Huntington and chosen through a national competition held by the U.S. Mint. Above the building is the inscription, United States of America, and below it reads, half dollar. The motto E Pluribus Unum appears above Independence Hall, meaning out of many one, reflecting the unity of the states. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad material for circulation versions, meaning it has an inner core of pure copper sandwiched between outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. However, special collector versions were also made in 40% silver, primarily for proof and uncirculated sets sold to collectors. The standard weight of the clad coin is about 11.34 grams, with a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, making it larger than quarters and giving it a substantial feel in hand. The edge is reeded, which was historically done to prevent shaving of precious metals. Production of the bicentennial half dollar began in 1975 and continued through 1976, but no coins dated 1975 exist for this denomination. All coins produced during that period bear the dual date. The Denver Mint struck a very large number, over 287 million coins, making it common in circulation. Because of this high mintage, most circulated examples are not particularly rare or valuable in today's coin market. Typically, a circulated 1976 D half dollar is worth around its face value of 50 cents, though uncirculated coins in excellent condition can be worth a few dollars, especially if they have strong luster and minimal marks. Collectors often look for higher-grade specimens or those with unique characteristics such as errors, sharp strikes, or original mint luster. Coins that have been preserved in mint sets or rolls may carry a premium. Silver versions, if you happen to have one, are more valuable due to their precious metal content and can be worth significantly more depending on silver prices and condition. Beyond its monetary value, this coin holds deep historical and cultural importance. It represents a nationwide celebration that took place in 1976, when Americans commemorated 200 years of independence with parades, ceremonies, and special memorabilia, including these coins. The Bicentennial coinage program also included special designs for the quarter and dollar coins, making the half-dollar part of a larger historical set. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 D-Mint Mark Kennedy half-dollar is not just a piece of currency, but a symbol of American heritage, honoring both the founding of the nation and the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. While it may not be rare in terms of numbers, its design, history, and connection to a major national milestone make it a treasured collectible for coin enthusiasts around the world. Next, top 2. The United States of America half-dollar 1971 D-Mint Mark Liberty 50 cent is an important coin in modern American numismatic history, marking a major transition in the composition and production of U.S. coinage by the United States Mint. This coin belongs to the Kennedy half-dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964 to honor the legacy of John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. By 1971, the series had already undergone a significant change: the removal of silver from regular circulation coins. The 1971 D half-dollar was the first year that the denomination was struck entirely in copper-nickel-clad composition for general circulation, making it historically significant as the beginning of a new era of base metal coinage. The obverse front of the 1971 D half-dollar features the left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The design is bold and recognizable, with Kennedy's hair and profile finely detailed. Surrounding the portrait is the word Liberty along the top edge, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," appears below the neck truncation. The date, 1971, is positioned at the bottom center. Just to the right of Kennedy's neck, you will find the small D Mint mark, indicating that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints responsible for circulating coinage in the western United States. The reverse, back, of the coin continues the standard Kennedy half-dollar design introduced in 1964, created by Frank Gasparo. It depicts a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, holding an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and strength. The eagle is based on the presidential seal of the United States, reinforcing the coin's connection to national leadership. Above the eagle is the inscription, United States of America, and below it reads half-dollar. The motto E Pluribus Unum is displayed on a banner above the eagle's head, while a ring of stars encircles the design, representing the original states and unity of the nation. One of the most notable aspects of the 1971 D half-dollar is its composition. Unlike earlier Kennedy half-dollars from 1964, which were 90% silver, and 1965 to 1970, which contained 40% silver, the 1971 D coin is made of a copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel, giving it a silvery appearance, but no intrinsic silver value. This change was implemented due to rising silver prices and the need to preserve precious metal reserves. The coin weighs approximately 11.34 grams and has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, with a reeded edge that adds both security and a classic aesthetic. In terms of mintage, the 1971 D half-dollar was produced in very large numbers, with over 300 million coins struck at the Denver Mint. Because of this high mintage, the coin is quite common today, especially in circulated condition. Many of these coins saw limited use in everyday transactions, as half-dollars gradually fell out of favor in regular commerce during the late 20th century. As a result, a significant number of coins were stored in banks, rolls, or collections, which means uncirculated examples are still relatively easy to find. From a collector's perspective, the value of a 1971 D half-dollar largely depends on its condition. Circulated coins are typically worth only their face value of 50 cents. However, uncirculated coins with strong mint luster and minimal contact marks can be worth a few dollars. High-grade examples, especially those graded by professional services, may command higher prices. Collectors also look for coins with exceptional strike quality, as some 1971 D coins may exhibit weaker details due to the high production volume. Another area of interest for collectors is mint errors and varieties. While the 1971 D half dollar does not have many famous varieties, some coins may feature minor errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. These can increase the coin's desirability and value among specialists. Additionally, coins preserved in original mint sets from 1971 may carry a premium because they are more likely to be in pristine condition. Historically, the 1971 D half dollar represents a shift in American coinage policy and public behavior. The removal of silver marked the end of an era when coins had intrinsic metal value, transitioning fully into fiat currency used primarily for exchange rather than stored wealth. At the same time, the declining use of half dollars in daily transactions reflects changing economic habits and the rise of paper currency and electronic payments. In conclusion, the 1971 D Mint Mark Kennedy half dollar is a significant and collectible coin that symbolizes both the legacy of President John F. Kennedy and a major change in U.S. coinage history. While it may not be rare in terms of quantity, its importance lies in its role as the first copper-nickel-clad half dollar and its connection to a pivotal period in American economic and monetary development. For collectors and history enthusiasts alike, it remains a meaningful piece of the broader story of United States currency.